A warm welcome to John Gresham. Says he's playing for the first time. Glad you're here. And welcome to all of our first time players. I don't see everybody's name because I'm doing a million different things as I get ready to bring this game to you. Also, I saw 2020 Texas Jan say Happy Nurses Day to my daughter. Well, happy Nurses Day to your daughter from me. Appreciate all of the work that they do. All nurses. Fantastic. One of my best friends is a nurse, and they're doing great work too. So hello, everybody. Hello to Ayla from Florida. We asked, because it is spring, what your favorite spring activity is, and you had a lot of great answers. You always do. FiMat37 enjoys taking a nap, and man, when the sun is coming through the window and it's warm and you can just lay there and take a nice nap, like on top of the covers, that is a very special time. I love that. Our Trusky loves watching baseball. We are in baseball season, of course. Dawn Rose 18 loves seeing lambs. Do you have a farm? Is that what's going on there? You have ready access to lambs? That is pretty cool. Tennessee Girl 77 loves sitting on the front porch, enjoying the weather. That is, you can do that all the way through, even like into the fall, depending on where in Tennessee you are, I guess. John Lawfer loves the start of local race season. That is his favorite part of the spring. Sounds great and exciting. Maxi Multigamer 5, watching movies on a rainy spring day. Borg versus McEnroe is one I saw recently. I also saw Thunderbolts. That's very good. I would recommend both of them to you for your next rainy day. Beatrix loves driving around at night with my windows down and my sunroof open. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty Kitty loves gardening. Actually drinking while gardening. No judgment here. EE0012 loves walking from my house to the store. Tambino Ballin 38 flowers and taking walks. Forbidden 3 Angel going for walks with Merlin the dog. Good dog, Merlin. It is International No Diet Day, so you know what? Treat yourself to the Tuesday edition of Daily Trivia Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. The calories won't count today as you play for the grand prize. That is $1,000. And everyone who can correctly answer these 10 multiple choice general trivia questions will split it. I always see people before the game starts going, what is the theme today? There aren't always themed games. This is one of those days where we don't have a theme. Questions could be about anything, so it's all over the place. General trivia. So you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm not specialized enough for that. You can do it. In this game, you'll need all that general knowledge because you're going to get 1 bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1, even if you've already been eliminated. Here's the deal, folks, for you newcomers, talking to you, John Gresham. If you win the game today, of course, you'll get that piece of the $1,000 grand prize, but also any bonus SB you pick up along the way is added on top of that automatically. If you don't win the grand prize, you can still pick up the bonus SB, but you will have to claim them at the end of the game in order to keep them. It is simple, though. All you have to do is click a button that appears on your screen once the game is ended, and then the SB are yours. You leave early. That's the way to guarantee that you walk away with nothing, and nobody wants that for you. Here's some more news for you first-timers. The first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to get another shot at the grand prize. Now, there are 2 ways to rejoin. One is using SB. The other is with a free rejoin. It only costs like 1 SB to rejoin, but of course, you would rather rejoin for free. And so why don't we do that? Click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu anytime a game's not happening and get free rejoins by watching videos. It is that simple. You can get free rejoins pretty much anytime you want. Finally, for you newcomers, here's something else exciting. Each game, we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win or claim at least 1 SB in the game. That is another reason to stick around. In fact, here are the winners from yesterday. There they are. They've all been credited already. They're all 100 SB richer. Now, that could be you, and I want it to be, and I know you want it to be. So if you're not one of those 5 people, you know what I'm going to say to you. Keep playing and claiming, because next time, the winner could be you. All right, let's reduce the amount of time you are waiting to 0 minutes and kick things off right now with question number 1. What food item is often used to describe a dilemma? Is it popcorn, pickle, or pina colada? Those would be used to describe a dilemma commonly. Because it takes a cucumber stuck in a jar of vinegary brine for days on end to make, when you're stuck in a tight situation, you are similar to a pickle. That's right. I'm stuck in a real pickle. Those pickles are jammed into the jar. Here's a fun fact. I once went to Will Wheaton's house, and he had just made pickles, and they're the best pickles I ever had, and I need to reach out to him to get his brine recipes. Like, these have been sitting here. They've been brining in the fridge for like 2 weeks, and they were perfect. They were really good. So there you go. Will Wheaton, in addition to all of his other things, is able to make pickles. With all the rejoins, we got almost 15,000 people in grand prize contention right out of the gate, and every question you get right from here on out gets you 1 bonus SB. Here comes question number 2. Phoenix is the capital of which state? Is it Delaware, Idaho, or Arizona? Phoenix is the capital of which state? Which could it be? You do have to have snap to a good pickle. Fun facts, Phoenix is one of the 10 most populous metro areas in the United States, one of the hottest cities in the United States, and of course the third fact would be that it's the capital of Arizona. That's right, Phoenix is the capital of Arizona. Of course, pretty much everybody getting that one right, and you are burning up and super hot to start this game. So what do you say we move right on to question number 3, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right? Here it is. In chess, which of your opponent's pieces are you trying to put in check? Is it the king, the bishop, or the pawn? Where could it be? What the piece? What the piece, y'all? Games can end in a tie called a stalemate. They can end by resignation, or you can force a checkmate when you completely trap your opponent's king. That's right, the king is who you are trying to capture. 87% of you getting that one right. King can only move one direction at a time. Bishop can move endlessly as long as there's a diagonal move to be made and they're not blocked. Pawns can go basically up and down and they can capture pieces diagonally. That's a fun chess lesson for you. Of the 13% of you that did not get that one right, almost all of you able to rejoin. And we are on to question number 4, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which of these classic works was written by Geoffrey Chaucer? Was it Moby Dick, The Canterbury Tales, or Hamlet? Even if you're not familiar with Chaucer, you might know that 2 of these were written by other people. That would help you. In addition to the Canterbury Tales, which was one of 500 written works he produced, he was a civil servant, meaning that Geoffrey Chaucer was an author who was pretty well known in his day. Geoffrey Chaucer is the writer behind the Canterbury Tales. That is quite a thick tome that he wrote. He wrote a big old book. But most of you knew that. Well done. Moby Dick, written by Herman Melville, by the way, and Hamlet was written by Billy Shakes, William Shakespeare himself. Let's move on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which former president's blood was put up for auction in 2012? Is it Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, or John F. Kennedy? Don't worry. The auction was pulled down also. It wound up not finishing. Look, you can collect a lot of stuff, all right? And presidential memorabilia is not an uncommon hobby, but you should draw the line at paying for a vial of Ronald Reagan's blood. That is the correct answer. Oh my goodness, this was a brutal question. Only 20% of you going with Ronald Reagan. Most of you going with John F. Kennedy. It would make sense because he was famously assassinated. But there was an assassination attempt on Reagan, and it was some of that blood from the attack by John Hinckley that there was a vial of it that I think they tried to donate. The owner tried to donate to his library, and they said no thanks. So he's like, I'll sell it, and then he didn't sell it. Of the 80% of you that did not get that one right, though, well over 3/4 of you coming right back in. We are halfway through the game. We have over 11,300 people in grand prize contention. Next question, worth 1 bonus SB. If you get it right, it's question number 6. What scientific theory factors into the movie Jurassic Park? Is it chaos theory, the theory of relativity, or atomic theory? Yes. Jeff Goldblum explains it. There are things in the world that were thought to be completely random, but mathematicians working on the underlying patterns and deterministic laws of systems like Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, could have used chaos theory to predict the dino uprising. They knew chaos theory is the answer. 76% of you getting that one right. Ah, yes, Jeff Goldblum, yes. 24% of you did not get that one right, unfortunately. And this could be the end of your quest for the grand prize, but not the end of you earning SB because we got more questions to go, and you can claim at the end. Let's move on to question number 7 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which Muppet sings Bein' Green? Is it Ralph, Lou Zealand, or Kermit the Frog? It's not easy being green, spending each day the color of the leaves. Like every good piece of Muppet entertainment, it touches your heart while telling an inspiring story. In this song, Kermit the Frog seems sad about being green, but in the end he embraces it. It's beautiful, and it's what I want to be. 99% of you getting that one right. You knew that was the answer. New Zealand, for those of you in the know, is the Muppet who throws the boomerang fish, and Rolf, of course, the piano-playing dog. Let's move on to question number 8. Only 3 questions left. This one's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Until 1975, women in America did not have a countrywide right to do what? Work while pregnant, take birth control, or serve on a jury. A legal right to do this. Individual states had different laws around what women could and could not do, and that persists. But some things, like serving on a jury, were not a right countrywide until 50 years ago. It was 1975 that was finally settled. Birth control was 1972. Working while pregnant was 1978. So until 1975, that was the date for that, and only 38% of you getting that one right. Some of you guessed it right, and if you were out, that's okay. You probably got a bonus SB if you guessed it and got it correctly. And if not, there's more bonus SB to grab. It did turn into a tough day. There were a couple tough questions in there. We got about 20% of the people eliminated back in, but we are on to question number 9 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which of the following bands was not part of music's British invasion? Is it the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, or Van Halen? Cheyenne asking why there's so many questions about America. That is where we are. We try to keep it international as much as we can, but there you go. While the correct answer did have 2 of its members come to the U.S. from Europe, they were Dutch immigrants. I'm talking about the Van Halen brothers, of course. Van Halen is the answer. 3,914 of you have made it this far, and you are ready for our final question. But before we get to that, quick reminder that there are 2 ways to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia outside of our live games. One is through the Daily Trivia Challenge. That's the quick, hostless version of our game that you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every day. But second is clicking the More Ways to Earn button wherever you find it in the app. We got Daily Tapjoy for you, and that is the way to get there. That's quick, easy to complete offers. Check Daily Discover off of your to-do list in minutes. And for those of you who've not tried it before, there's going to be a box that appears once the game has ended and you've claimed your SB or gotten your grand prize that you can click to check out Tapjoy for yourself and see just how simple it is. So check that out after the game. Here we go. 3,969 people left in the hunt for the grand prize. About 15,000 of you stuck around to the end, and there's one more bonus SB up for grabs if you can correctly answer question number 10. Here it is. Which of these films would be classified as a biopic? Is it Return of the Jedi, Rey, or Mean Girls? Biopic, however you say it. Only one of these qualifies. Biographical pictures give you a dramatized look at real people and events. A Complete Unknown, Walk the Line, Malcolm X, The Social Network, and of course the correct answer to this question, Rey, are all great ones. 3,544 of you knew that answer, and you are splitting our grand prize today. Well done to you. Let's meet a few of these grand prize winners. Each of you taking home 29 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Anderson, Kieran 6, I'm talking to you. Ghosty 222, congratulations. Lady Red X, SL Goodrick, hello X Henry, Parlor City Common, Alex RPG Gamer, you rolled for initiative and you scored a critical hit against this game. Congratulations to all of our grand prize winners and those of you who claimed your bonus SB. You know you're getting your prize in the form of points called SB, of course, which you can redeem for PayPal Cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Thank you for playing, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with your Wednesday game. It is also General Trivia. This has been Daily Trivia Live, and we will see you then, my friends.